You need money. Not a lot, just enough to get through the month. That's why you take the front desk position at the Hargrove Grand Hotel. It's old, 12 floors, sits at the edge of a city that stopped caring about it 20 years ago. The manager, Mr. Aldrich, shakes your hand with a grip that lasts 1 second too long. Night shift, he says, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. You say yes before he finishes the sentence. The uniform is stiff. The lobby smells like old wood and something floral, too floral, like someone's trying to cover something up. Your job is simple. Check guests in, answer the phone, log everything in the book. Not the computer, the book. A leather-bound ledger sitting on the counter like it belongs in a museum. You don't ask why. First night is quiet. 3 check-ins, 2 check-outs. One guest on the 7th floor calls down at 2 a.m. asking for extra towels. You send them up. They don't call again. You don't think anything of it. You go home at 7 a.m., sleep, and come back. Simple job. 2 weeks in, you start noticing things, small things. Guests check in, they sign the ledger, they go upstairs, and some of them never check out, not in a normal way at least. Their keys appear back on the desk in the morning. No one brings them, they're just there. Room 407, a businessman from out of town, checked in on a Tuesday. Wednesday morning, his key is on the desk. That night, the phone rings at 3:17 a.m. You pick up. Silence. Then a voice, barely above a whisper. "Don't write the names." The line goes dead. You stand there holding the receiver for a long time. Aldrich calls you into his office the next evening before your shift. It's a small room behind the reception desk, no windows, 1 lamp. He slides an envelope across the desk. Inside, cash, $300 on top of your regular pay. For discretion, he says. He doesn't explain what that means. He doesn't need to. You take the envelope. That night, a woman checks in, late 40s, expensive coat. She signs the ledger and you notice her hand is shaking. She leans close and says, "If anyone asks, you didn't see me." You nod. She goes to the elevator. You watch the floor numbers climb, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stop at 7. 7 is always 7. One night, a maintenance worker named Sal comes down from upstairs looking pale as paper. He doesn't say anything to you. He just grabs his bag from behind the desk and walks out the front door. He never comes back. You call his number the next day. Disconnected. That evening, you find a folded note inside the logbook, tucked between 2 pages from 3 years ago. It says, "The 7th floor isn't for guests. Stop looking. Start running." You're not running because that envelope gets bigger every week, and you've started to like the quiet. Level 5, the real job. 6 weeks in, Aldrich tells you the truth, or at least a version of it. This hotel serves a specific clientele, he says. People who need to disappear. Not violently, not always. Sometimes a person needs to stop being a person for a while. Witness protection, off-grid hideouts, people running from things you don't want to know about. The Hargrove is a way station. Guests check in, they stay, they're moved. Moved where, you ask? Aldrich smiles for the first time since you've known him. That's not your department. Your job, the real job, is simple. Keep the ledger clean. If someone asks about a guest, they never checked in. If the police call, and they do sometimes, you read from a script he gives you. No record of that individual. Must be a different hotel. The script is laminated. That should tell you everything. But the money is now $500.